Welcome back, friends and family. Today we have a Carcraft magazine from September 1964 with a beautiful Ford Y-block on the cover. I love the colors, by the way. And new two-seater dragster, new Starbird's Ultra Truck, and new Ed Roth's Overturn, which later was a dump truck outside a Mexican striptease bar or whatever that was. Striptease club, I don't know. So let's get started. Enter the Vaseline hair tonic contest. You should enter. So here we have what's going on in this issue. Really cool looking model kit. Wow, Fender Skirts for your Volkswagen Bug. I always thought that those came later and just that someone made them up, but they were already like there in 64. That's pretty cool. That makes them more legit for me. And this advertising is super cool. And this is super cool. Check that out. So cool. I wish that would be a shirt. Oh my god, and I love those little air scoops from Cal Customs. Okay, more stuff that you probably need. Stroker McGurk. That is so cool. That advertising is so cool. Okay, you want to pause and read through those letters? What readers say? Check out that Corvette. Wow, almost looks like a mix between a Ferrari and a Mazda Cosmo, maybe? I don't know. Looks kind of awkward, but kind of cool though. Especially with the paint. Monogram. Which one would you get? Which one out of those would you get? I probably would go with the 55. Man, so cool. In 1:32 scale. I have to hit the eBays and see if I can find anything. That's pretty cool. And there we have all the monster shirts. Eat a monster. Pretty cool though. Performance Plus. I want one of those. I really want one of those sun distributor testers. They're awesome. They're really good to have, so you can see if the cam is worn, if everything advances right. It's just really good. If the shaft is bent. Wow, look at that little, what is that? That's pretty cool looking. I bring closer to you. This thing is cool. This thing is awesome. Is it a Renault? A Porsche? No, that's a Volkswagen. Wow. Cool. That thing is cool. There you see all the times and the race, all the guys who raced. Very cool looking. This thing is cool too. See, again, I know that is the concept car, but doesn't that remind you of a Mazda Cosmo? And I think that the Mazda is later Of course, I think it's a late 60s car, and this is a early, but I think it's cool. That grill would have been 10 times cooler. And also, if you see one, like this is cool, where they have like some lens over the headlights. That's pretty cool. But also, just picture that with cibbies. So there we have Starbird's Ultra truck, which looks pretty futuristic. I don't know, the front looks cool, you know, if you see the front you almost could imagine it's like some wild Italian concept car, like something that, I don't know those guys. Pininfarina, but the rear then looks so weird. I don't know, there are some cool things like the taillights, but I don't know about this. And it looks off center there, but it's actually center. That little grease. Yeah, the taillights look super cool. And they mimic the front. And the interior is pretty cool. Wow. Wild. And I love the carpet. Okay, building your own air compressor. I used to have an old home-built air compressor, and I have to admit that thing was pretty okay. Oh, there you have a little cute Model A two-door. Wow, he has Cadillac taillights as his hubcaps, as his center bullets. Nail head powered. Those lights are cool. Pretty cool. And the lights are really cool. How they are Frenched in. Cool. Really cool car. Okay, here's how. Carry those swinging sounds with you when you drive by simple installing of a stereo tape player. Okay, I'm not really into that. And there we have Ed Ross Orbitron. It always amazed me how those, I don't know if it really, because one is blue, one is red, and one is green. So in theory, it should produce white light. I mean, everybody has an LCD screen nowadays, and that's how that works. But then I wonder. Okay, a little dressed up small block. Nice interior. I always like that plush and the vinyl. It looks like a spaceship. Wow, and a very short drive shaft. And it looks like no suspension. There you have everything you want to read. And never liked it from the rear. It looks like, how to explain that? It almost looks like that cup your yogurt comes in and you put it upside down. This is how this reminds me of for some reason. The front is cool. Oh, and there we have the Portland, Oregon show. This thing is awesome. The paint, the grill, the fish mouth, the quads, everything about this thing is cool. Really cool car. And this thing is cool. Now is this finally a Buick? That must be a Buick straight 8. Does it say somewhere? I can't read. but it looks like a straight 8 to me. Sorry, I'm just straight 8 obsessed today. That looks cool. If that's upholstered, that's pretty cool. And I love that it's tall, unchopped. So much magic in the 60s. So much. That blower cover. This thing is super cool. It's chopped. The Ford Fairlane or whatever. Wow. That's pretty wild. What is that? It's an aircraft engine. Crazy. Crazy. Oh, we haven't seen that 54 Oldsmobile there. That's a pretty neat car. I used to have a 54 Oldsmobile who had a quad 59 Chevy quad lights, but they were this way, not in an angle. And it kind of looks like this thing with the radius wheel wells in the back, but it was a hardtop. And yeah, pretty cool car. I sold it though. I always cry about that car. In almost every video you will hear me talking about that car, I guess. If you liked it, by the way, hit the like and the subscribe button. That T looks cool. Beautiful. Beautiful 60 Chevy ragtop. I always think, and Custom Rama did a thing, I don't know, a poll or whatever they always do, about what makes a cooler looking car, a cooler looking custom. A 59 Chevy or a 60 Chevy. And of course a 59, there's the Ultimus, I think it's called, and that's a pretty wild car and it's still around. Sadly, it's has a weird scoop and it's flat black, as everyone was seeing on American Pickers, I think. But for the most, I think a 60 Chevy makes a way cooler car, and especially with those taillights. Really cool. I don't know, are those Pontiacs or are those Edsel? I don't know. Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe they are. Sorry, I have to do a little cut here because my phone was full. So if you wonder, I just had to delete a couple of videos and continue from there. So I think we went over here, and I just wanted to point out that very ugly Mercury. But right next to it is a very cool looking Model A. I love the ATs, ETs. And there we have a Corvette. There we have someone who won something. And a nice Ford truck. I don't know about that Mercury or whatever that is. Weird looking. And weird looking if it's mounted like this. This thing looks just amazing. I love front blowers. This thing looks nice. That looks more like a lowrider show to me. That bike is pretty cool though. The T-Buck is cool. Man, those headlights are cool. And the paint looks cool too. I wish we would see more of this thing. So there we have a really cool looking truck. And it looks like it's also wheel powered. So that's gets me excited. Where does it say? Oh yeah, wow. A 56 Oldsmobile, but it's bored. 4 inches to be a 371, I guess. Wow. Angle blower, empty aluminum rods. Wow. Aluminum rods in 64. Guys, that's pretty cool. And a 41 Cadillac transmission. Cool. I love that belt that belt guard and those Wyand valve covers. It always bothered me that you can re-drill those to use on your Studebaker as well. But then I have to admit there's something cool about those Wyans. And I would get a set if you have one and it's not like the ones that been for sale on eBay for at least like 3 years and the guy wants $1,400. Is he insane? But yeah, overall pretty nice car, pretty cool car. Yeah, good looking car, good looking machine, nice interior. Cool, really cool. Okay, there for your slot car, guys. There's a E-Type, which is also cool. What's the guy's name? I don't know. Rob Ida, I don't know, the Tucker guy. He builds one that's chopped and sectioned, and I think it really makes the car look so much better, because it always bothered me like this line is cool, but the windshield is too high, and he chopped it and he sectioned it, and it's pretty good looking. I can't wait till I see more or like see the finished result of that. More slot cars for you guys. And there we have a really cool Model T with a 348, or is it already a 409 in 64? I don't know, but a pretty cool looking car. When was the last time you guys seen a blown 348 or 409? That's such a rare sight. And recently I think I featured another magazine where you've seen one, I think, where I showed you guys one. And I know that someone builds one at the moment. And it totally blew my mind. I think is someone on the Hemp or something, or on Instagram maybe, I don't know. And he builds a blown 409. And I just think it's really cool. Weird with those different, like this is just my personal thing, I would rather run Steelies in the back and ETs in the front. I think that's way cooler, but it's just me, guys. And the photos are by good old Georgie boy. Front ends. Wow, Gemini, cool, really cool looking dragster. Do you have your feet below the exhaust pipes? Because it looks like they would go in here, but then the exhaust pipes stick out. And that's cool though, it looks like a model kit. Looks like something Tom Daniel or something someone would come up with. Really cool. Nice Cadillac. Family plan. Little nail head. Okay, just my thoughts. Okay, so I probably, since I'm an Oldsmobile guy, I probably would end up buying an Oldsmobile. But as I said before, I would go for probably a 59 Olds. In 60, I probably would get a Chevy or an Olds, because Olds is pretty cool though. But 61, it's definitely Cadillac. And I don't like Cadillacs, but the 61 Cadillac looks awesome. But I know they're always rusty for some reason. At some point I knew why they're rusty, but yeah, I don't know no more. That steering wheel looks cool. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a shorty this time. Usually I make those longer, I guess, with those 60s magazines. But there you have it. You made it through 8 minutes if you're still there. If you like my content, please subscribe and please hit that like button, okay? And maybe you want to leave me a comment if you want to get in touch with me, or want me to feature specific magazines, or hear more weird stories of my life or something else. So nice that you guys are watching, and nice that you like my videos. If you don't like them, don't like them. But yeah, okay, seems like outside I already hear the cars, so it's really late, too late for me, so I'm probably gonna go and sleep now. Whenever this video is up, I'm probably up again, okay? So have a nice day. Bye, see you.